I didn't tell this last time I talked about this, but I was so tight with the black guys, I used the N-word. They were cool with it. Yeah.
I tried that 3 weeks ago. Not good.
And
there was no R.
And now just
you could have been the token white guy in the black guy gang in prison.
You could have been a Crip.
And then you would have had even better stories when you got out.
We were talking about music.
You could have fought against white supremacy.
We were talking about music, and I was like, I really like Jay-Z. We were talking about rappers. I like Jay-Z. He's like, what's your favorite track? And I was like, well,
all of them. They're all so good.
It's hard to narrow it down.
And I was like, I'm trying not to say it. And he's like, well, how does it go? And I'm like, well, and it's that one song. Let me just find the title.
I'm
making it easier.
99 Problems. I think he's saying that, and that's probably
no, the one I like is.
He's like, here's 100th.
Yeah.
Let me find the actual title. It's called The Story of OJ. Now, I'm just going to copy paste in like one line of the lyrics, all right? Just so you guys are getting a sense for what this song is like. It's called The Story of OJ.
Oh, no, you can't sing that in prison.
I sang that in jail.
You sang this in jail. I'm about to show it to everyone.
I mean, if you feel like comfortable with that.
We're not going to say it.
Well, I don't know if you should show it. He asked me. I mean, I probably shouldn't have said it in jail, but he asked me.
All right,
and,
I'm about to.
I told him.
Light N-bomb, dark N-bomb, faux N-bomb, real N-bomb, rich N-bomb, poor N-bomb, house N-bomb, field N-bomb.
And so I'm just sort of like singing this for this gentleman. He's like, "Oh yeah, that shit's tight." And I was like, "Oh man,
do you know?" I mean, Kyle is right that if you get asked what your favorite Jay-Z song is in prison, if you lie, you actually have to spend 3 more days in prison.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah, you couldn't just say any of his other songs. You had to say that one.
And so, like,
you could have taken someone safe. I'm a big Bruno Mars fan.
Yeah. No, because then he definitely would have gotten beaten up.
And you know how human nature is. Like, immediately we had to identify who the other was. I felt like that was important for me. It's important that I'm not the other. There is some socioeconomic disparity in this jail that I'm in right now, and I could potentially be seen as the other, and that's no good. But I found a child molester, and we made him the other. And they were just like, you know what he's in here for? And I was like, what? What's that motherfucker in here?
It'd be great if they were just like, pot, and he had guns from his YouTube channel, and you're like, oh,
I've heard of him. Let's get him.
I'm glad we're hanging out with you, just a normal ass child molester. And you have to pretend to not be the YouTube guy. Oh, that's funny.
Hell yeah. And so I was like, what? He's like, he got caught with an 8-year-old girl with her pants down. And I was like, fuck. He's like, yeah, I don't like that shit. And I was like, I don't like that shit neither. My like as we go, my voice is completely changing. I'm no
You're
longer
code switching. Yeah,
I'm prison cow.
You just start becoming an extra from Do the Right Thing.
Absolutely, yes. And by the end of it, I'm gonna be honest. I had made some friends in there, and I was like, I was like, hey, do you need some money in your commissary? Like, yeah, I could really use a little. I'm gonna be in here. All right, I'm hooking people up. I'm putting money in everybody's commissary.
That could be a mistake according to the YouTube channels I watch.
But he was leaving.
So why is that? Oh, because then
maybe they keep milking you for money or something like that.
They keep milking you. You shouldn't even let them know that you
have extra
that kind of capability to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in this scenario, again, it was jail. Everybody was in there for light offenses. I knew a lot of these people. Like, I don't run with a rough crowd, but I know a lot of people. And
I imagine you getting so comfortable with them that by the end you're like, all right, see you guys. Actually, can I sing the song one more time?
Also, I'm not going to see you guys later. You are all stuck in here.
Yeah, I literally recognized 3 people in there. I knew 3 of the guys that were in there with me to different extents. One guy I played Little League Baseball with. One guy was the boyfriend of my friend's sister. if that makes sense. Like I'd seen him around, I'd hung out with him a little bit before, maybe 2 or 3 times. I knew him to speak to him and everything. He was pretty cool. And the guy the guy that I was singing to, you know, he was the biggest guy in there. And he and I became pretty good friends. I like that guy. Like they were all in there for like nonsense. For, you know, not all of them. There was the child molester.